Hey guys, Connor here with Condor Blue, and today I'm going to show you the highlights of our V-mount and gold mount battery plates. I'm gonna move the gold mount out of the way and I'm gonna utilize the V-mount to demonstrate a lot of this for you guys. Let's go ahead and start with how it's mounted to your camera rig, and that's utilizing our 15mm rod clamps. Now let's go ahead and move on over to the right-hand side. This is where most of your ports are for the V-mount battery plate. We do have one D-tap port as well as a 12 and a 5-volt DC port. And additionally, we do have over here on the far left a 7.4 and an 8.4 volt, which can be toggled between depending on what your camera needs, utilizing this switch here on the far left. Now moving over to the opposite end, we have two AC ports. Now this is a 15-volt AC port, which can be taken out. And then we also have a charging port. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily know this, and I'm here to explain it for you guys. If you pick up our AC charging cable, you can essentially turn your V-mount battery plate into a charging station. So you simply plug it in, insert your V-mount battery, and utilizing that AC cable, you can power your entire rig. Now moving over to the gold mount, it is essentially the same as the V-mount, of course, aside from the mount itself, but there is one key difference, and that is that the gold mount does get an additional D-tap port. Now what's great about the 15mm rod clamp is that it's very versatile, so it can be rotated, allowing for it to be mounted in multiple different orientations. However, if you want to undersling your V-mount battery or gold mount battery plate, you simply remove the 4 screws here on the black plate, and then you're able to move it over to the opposite side, allowing you to use it in an undersling mode. Now to do this, you're gonna need 2 different sets of screwdrivers. You're gonna have a Phillips head, and then on the inside, you're going to need an Allen tool. You're gonna simply need to remove these 4 screws right here. These are the Phillips head screws, so I'm gonna quickly do that. And once you have your 4 screws loosened here, you're just gonna simply lift up the black plate and set it aside because we don't need that anymore. Now, if you see here, these are the 2 Allen screws which do need to be removed so that you can move over your 15mm rod clamp. So I'm gonna simply remove these 2 screws. And now that these screws are removed, we are able to remove the 15mm rod clamp from one end. And we do have 2 locator pins here, which set into the other side, making sure that it is aligned perfectly. And then you are able to now tighten in those 2 Allen screws into the other side. And now that that is attached down on the other end of our battery plate, we can now reinsert the black top plate of the V-mount and then tighten down those same 4 screws. And that's really it. It's really that simple to move your 15mm rod clamp from one end to the other of both your V-mount and or gold mount battery plate. If you guys have any further questions about these 2 battery plates, you can always ask our support team. They would be happy to help you out with any questions you may have. Once again, I'm Connor with Condor Blue, and I will see you in the next one.